Hey, Lisa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I have a list of stuff we're going to cover in this live. I want to wait till we get a few people in here, and then I have some things to tell y'all. I hope you're doing okay, my love. Just want to wait to see what happens. I just like to get a few people in here. Hey, hey, hey. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You know, it's always exciting to have anybody waiting for my live. Like, that's so cool. Valerie, hey, love. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you're doing good, Valerie. I feel like Miss Sue should be here soon. Rosie, I'm so excited that you made it. Listen, okay, it's going to be a little different than my usual lives because I'm not going to be necessarily doing tarot. I just feel like there's information y'all deserve to know. And I know that maybe it comes from other sources, but maybe somehow I can place it or put it out in a way that can make like that you can snap, like your brain can grab onto it. Sometimes it's just like that, you know, where a lot of people can say one thing and then one person says it and you're like, oh, bingo. I know that's how it is for me. So I'm hoping that there's a bingo moment for you guys because I have a lot of stuff to say. And I know y'all deserve like the best life ever. And that's the plan. So I want to wait a few more minutes, see if we can get some more people in here, and then we'll get started. Oh, girl. Oof. Yes, you know what? Well, because I love all of you guys, and I know y'all go through your own shit. I feel like this will hope is for beggars. See, even I fall back sometimes. What's up, CJ? Even I fall back sometimes, but I'll explain that in a minute. I just want y'all to grab onto some information and be able to use it in your life. Because I'm using it in mine and I'm seeing the differences in my life, and Rosie, we're going to touch on all of this. Just give me a few more minutes. I want to see if we get anybody else in here. And then after that, we'll just go for it. And it is what it is. People will catch on when they catch on, or people will pop in when they pop in. So I'd like to wait till like maybe a minute and a half, and then we'll get into it. Because listen, all kinds of shit that I want to tell you guys. Like all kinds of shit, but I'm probably not gonna get to everything, but I'd like to get to the majority of it. I understand, Rosie. So yes, I understand. I'm not gonna say too much more yet. I just want to see. We'll wait another. Yeah, because as soon as I got off work. Well, I'd started writing stuff, last night a little bit, but when I got off work, I just sat down at my desk and I just started things, just every time it popped up, I just wrote it down. I don't think we'll get to every single thing, but that's okay. Even if we only get to a few things, that's fine. But I like to do my homework too. So I like to know, like, I'm not just blowing smoke up y'all's asses. I'm never telling you anything I don't do myself, okay? Just so you know. Like I am. Girl, listen, you should have seen me when I got home and I got in the shower and I'm just talking to myself and I'm like doing my thing and I'm like, and I want to say this and don't forget to say that and blah, blah, blah. And so every time I got a chance to write something down, I wrote it down. I wanted to do a little bit of background on certain things, but I don't think I really needed to. It just was like a double check type of energy, because even I second guess myself. But I feel like this information is valid. Okay, so I feel like we waited long enough. I just want to I want to start getting into it. The first thing I want you guys to know is that you are I am. The kingdom of God is within. The kingdom of heaven is within, right? As within, so without. What is the works that are done in heaven? What was it? Oh, fucking, I forgot it, and I should have wrote it down. Thy will be done in heaven as it is done on earth. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? We're all going back to here and here. So that's where we're starting, here and here. So if you think about those scriptures, they literally talk about your mentality. What's up, hot solstice? This literally, yes, this is for everybody. I want everybody to be here, as many people as I can get. So if you think about that, the kingdom of God is within, or the kingdom of heaven is within, and as within, so without. What it is, the will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And if the kingdom of heaven is within, and thy will be done on earth, our physical plane, as it is in heaven, then we know that we can have it all. It starts right here and it starts right here. But I want to say, what's up, Lorraine? I just want you guys to know one thing. First and foremost, you are I am, okay? You are I am. You are the power. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. You are the power. And I'm gonna work. I want you guys to, like, it would be a great, okay, I have my name here, but this is what I say to myself, okay? I say, I am Kayla. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. I have more than enough money. Everything I need and want is provided. Business is booming, and I am in the perfect place doing what I love to do. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, everybody. So if we know that the kingdom of God, or the kingdom of heaven, is within, and as within, so without, that means that we have the power. That's straight up what it means. And I as I've done tarot readings for a long time now, what I've realized is that people have been giving away their power. This is the thing that I've noticed more than anything else. And I may get emotional on this because I've seen it with you guys. All of you. I have so many people. I see that people forget their power. There's really, okay, the thing about manifesting anything at all, we're talking about money, we're talking about a specific person, we're talking about a place to live, we're talking about everything, is that manifesting is very, very fucking easy, but we never knew it. We never knew it. It seems difficult, right? How do I manifest my best life? You've been manifesting your worst life all this time, right? You've been manifesting this whole thing all this time. So you now know that manifestation is that easy. You've been manifesting this all along, every single detail of your life. Some people will say, well, I didn't manifest. Like, I'm not talking about when you were a child, when you had no power to actually do things for yourself. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as you get older and the power is placed within you, then you start manifesting. Now, it does suck that we have traumas and things like that we start to work from, but we don't have to identify with that story. We don't have to, you guys. We don't have to identify with that story. And I have everything kind of like jumbled because I was, every time, like, I would just get something and I just write it down. You do not have to attach to negative circumstances, period. Part of manifestation, it's not like going and saying mantras over and over again, except for, I feel like everybody should always say when they wake up, I am, insert name here. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. These things should be a part of your morning routine, because it starts to embed the information into your head, into your psyche, and that's where we need to embed that information, and it should be said to yourself every day. I don't think you can, if you want. It's not a bad thing to, run through your day saying, I am rich, I am powerful, I'm blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, like, the moment you wake up, if the first thing you say to yourself, instead of thinking, I have bills, I am homeless, I don't have what I blah, instead of doing that, but you are God. And people can say what they want, you guys, but if the kingdom of God is within, we were made in God's image, as within, so without. Think about those words. These are powerful words. They're telling us. The Bible was not meant for you to go, oh, God is out there away from me and I have no choice. I've just got to hope that the God is going to give me what I want. It's not like that. It was like a manual. It was like a manual, like a big ass fucking book of life hacks. Okay. But we took it in religion took it in a whole nother direction. Thank yourself for waking up every day. I'm telling you, if the kingdom of heaven is within, what did they say? To treat your vessel like you would, like heaven, because this is your vessel where God is, where God sits, right? This is your vessel, your avatar, where God sits, and to treat it well, because this is the vessel that God is sitting in to go through each day, right? So that's why it's important to treat your vessel well. If you don't want to, that's your choice, because again, you're still God. I'm not saying that there is no other God. I'm saying that the way I look at it, it's like a faucet. God is the faucet. We're the drips, but we're still God. We're still God. Say it's a leaky faucet and the drip, 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 drip. That's people, right? But we're still God. Okay. We're still God, because God is the faucet dripping its own water as God. Like it all comes down to you being God, you being powerful. We give our power to everything but ourselves. And that is an issue that we have, giving our power away. Manifesting is very simple, but it seems very difficult, because we're like, well, I want something I've never had. Well, you've been manifesting every single day of your life, not as children. I'm not counting when you're like 12 and under, but I'm saying once you get an awareness of who you are as a person and start to separate from family, then that's when you start your manifesting journey. And those are choices that we make, right? You can bring anything into your reality, anything you want, but you have to let go of the story you've been telling yourself. The story is, I'm broke. Oh, there's a million. I've been abused. I have depression. I have ADHD. I have a laundry list of things. Well, the doctor told me. Is the doctor? Yes. Is it God? Because technically he's a vessel for God. So maybe, but you are the God of yourself. So it's like, okay, there are a million instances, or examples of people who have healed their own cancer. There are a million of them. How about this? Let's go with this. Let's go with a person is healthy for the most part, but they've been really tired. So they go to the doctor, and the doctor tells them they have cancer of whatever part of their body. And this person that's been active in life and been doing everything they want to do, suddenly they get this diagnosis, and now you see them fall off, drastically drop down into the gutter of nothing, right? Like all of a sudden, where they were fine, they were okay, they were just a little bit tired. Now they're like ill all the time. They're getting rashes. They can't get out of bed. They're vomiting. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes not sometimes, all the time, we give the power away from ourselves. We give it out. We hand it out. Okay. I'm not telling you guys from a place of not knowing. Okay. Like, this is like shit that maybe not the cancer part of it, but I'm saying, like, these are things I witness in my own life every single fucking day. If you look back on your life, you can probably pinpoint about 1,000 times where you've said, oh, I know this is going to happen. And it happened just like that. But guess what? It didn't have to happen just like that. If you wanted it to be different, you could have said different and it would have happened differently. What's done is done. So let's go back. We talk about like our awareness, where we put our awareness every single day, where we put our awareness is highly important. Our awareness is on not having. Okay, so let's just go to not having. And this can talk about romance. This is anything, you guys. This covers every single thing. This is talking about romance. This is talking about anything. Like we put our awareness on, let's say, like for Rosie, okay, for your situation, your awareness is on what you don't have. The problem with that is that you continue to manifest what you don't have because your awareness is on the not having. So it's literally like if you jumping reality, time jumping, like essentially, right? So your awareness, let's see, everything I need and want is provided. I am in the perfect place doing what I love to do. I have more than enough. These things are important because if you just know them, I know what your 3D circumstances are telling you at the moment, but that's because you've been living in a place of focusing on what you don't have. So now if you take away the focus on what you don't have, no longer sit in the focus of what you don't have, and you sit in the, I have a place to live. I have a place to live and I'm happy and I'm moving in. Like I'm moving in, and you keep that in your awareness, and the 3D world's going to contradict you and it's going to say, oh really? Oh really, Rosie? Well, you're in your car right now. Oh really? I have a place to live. It's always shutting down the 3D. This is like a big fat fucking video game, you guys. I call it a choose your own adventure all the time. You get to choose your own adventure. What is the adventure you'd like to choose? It's like a child playing a video game, right? Let's say Fortnite, for example, and they're not good at it at first. Do they give up? Do they give up? They continue to play that video game until they're really fucking good, and they have all these different avatars and all these different clothes. You know what I'm saying? They have the whole thing. They continue to play it until they're good. Here we are. Now we're in our video game. This is our avatar because you're just consciousness. You're not your body. Your body is an extension of your consciousness. So now it's a matter of getting good at playing the game. Okay. We're not here because we're trying to be, we're not here to be punished. It's not supposed to be miserable. You don't have to, you can believe whatever you want and you can live whatever experience you want to live. And if you want to live in lack and if you want to live a miserable experience, that's fine. That's the choice that any of you avatars can make, or any of you consciousness using your avatar can make. This is a video game. But if you don't want to live that, now how do we get good at the video game? It's like a puzzle, putting a puzzle together. We're getting good at puzzles. My mom's a freaking puzzle fanatic. The only puzzle she can't figure out is life. It's like a puzzle. It's like a video game. So now we've got to get good at the video game. But here's how you get good at the video game. You don't sit in the idea that you're not good at the video game. You don't sit in the lack of being, well, I don't have a place to live. Well, how do you know that? Because look at me. I'm sitting in my car. Fuck the 3D world. The 3D world is completely pointless. It's like a challenge. Okay. It's like a challenge. You have literally overcome so much shit. Y'all in your lives have overcome so many things that you didn't think you could overcome, and you did it anyway. This is a video game you can be the master of. You guys, every single one of you has the ability to be the master of. That includes relationships. That includes specific people that you want to date and you want them to love you. That includes, like, we shift from reality to reality to reality, timeline to timeline to timeline, constantly, all the time. Every decision we make shifts us to a new reality. It's a choose your own adventure. In the book, Choose Your Own Adventure, if you remember correctly, you pick one choice, you go fast forward to page 7. You pick another choice, go to page 3. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's no different. It was like showing us. It was literally showing us exactly what we're looking at. But as kids, we didn't understand it. No one taught us this. We didn't get it, that this was kind of like a handbook also for reality. Your choices, you can do anything you want, but it's even more than that. You're even more powerful than that. Because there's not just either Lisa goes left or she goes right. No, you can do even more than that. I want to go back to Rosie. and specifically your circumstances. The 3D is trying to show you something that's different. Here's the thing. How do you combat that, right? By consistently living in the outcome. Don't fucking care what the 3D world is showing you, because remember, you're overriding a decision that you already, not decision, I don't want to put it like, but we all have, okay, we're going to go like this. You're overriding an old ideology or like an idea in your mind that you are in a place where you don't have a place to live. You're overriding that right now. So if you think about it, it's going to take a little minute to catch up with you. Don't let the 3D reality try to tell you where you are and who you are. Okay, that's not the idea here. The idea here is to know within your awareness, because where you put your awareness is exactly what you gain. I don't have a home. You're going to consistently gain not having a home. And then you're leaving it up to chance that you'll get a home. Instead, you could do something different. You could take control right now, because you are the avatar in the video game that can take control. So all you have to do is live in the outcome of it. You may not know exactly where you're never going to know where you're never going to, okay. So living in the outcome means, you know that the outcome is going to be that you're going to live in a place, right? You're going to get a place. You don't know how it's going to happen. So you can't dictate each step as to how it happens. You can't dictate the time frame as to how it happens. I need it in 3 days. You can't do that, because you'll be looking consistently in your 3D realm for things that are showing you that your manifestation is coming into reality. And here's the problem with that. You're constantly contradicting your manifestation. It has to be a no. I know that I'm going to be in a place. It's going to happen a lot faster than you think if you don't put, number one, a time frame on it. Don't worry about how each individual step is going to look, and don't worry about where it's going to come from. See, our only thing we're responsible for is knowing what we want and staying aware and focused on what we want and living in that we already have it. It's not I want, it's I have. I have. You stay in the focus of I have, and then you let the universe take care of the rest. You guys, I swear to you, listen, you know what? I manifest this shit daily. I manifest it daily. I've gone into my lives on TikTok, and I remember, and I would even go into my lives and go, hey, this isn't going to be a good night. And I'd get like 4 fucking people. The next night I'd be like, this is going to be on and popping night. And I'd have like, dude, you have no idea. Like it just is what it is. Right. But you got to know and believe your beliefs. If you believe that you can't have it, then your belief overrides it all. So no matter what you want to manifest, your belief will override it all. If you believe that you can't have it, let's say it's a person, let's say it's a specific person. If you believe that this person is in love with someone else and they don't even want you, then that's what you're going to get. If you believe that this specific person it will, like, you got to look at the end game, not the middle, not all the pieces in between. The end game. The end game is, if you want a specific person, my specific person is already my partner. My specific person is already my partner, right? And so you live in that end game. So say in a few days, you find out specific person is dating someone else. You can't think of that. You can't look at the 3D reality and say that's because this is where we've been trapped, you guys. We got trapped. It's like a fucking mind fuck here on planet Earth. But now we're getting the cheat codes, okay? We've got the cheat codes. So let's use the cheat codes to our advantage. Now you say, I don't know, because that specific person is my person. That's my person. That is say it's a guy you want. That's my boyfriend already. And you live in the end game of that's my boyfriend already. Yes, maybe you don't talk on the phone every fucking day, but don't live in the 3D reality of it. You live in the end game of it. The end game is that's my boyfriend already. I promise you guys, you can get the person you want. I promise you guys. I already have a place to live. I'm seeing myself moving in. Doesn't matter where. This whole thing was a mind game, but we came here purposely to play the game. So now we've found the cheat codes. Okay. So let's use them to our advantage, right? Doesn't matter if you know where you're going to move into, Rosie. Doesn't matter if you know how the money's going to come. Okay. I already live there. I've seen myself moving in to wherever the fuck. I know that I'm moving in. The 3D reality says, you just applied for a place and they denied you. I live in a new place. I already have my new place. I'm already moving in. Don't fucking care what the 3D reality gives you. And within a week, you'll probably be in a new place. As long as you can believe it. And every time you catch yourself going back and going, oh, I'm still, nope, I live in my new place. Every time you say, I don't have, nope, I have everything I want. Fake it until you make it has never been a more real statement. Yes, but it's not just fake it till you make it. You have to believe this. Okay. You have to believe in the outcome. Okay. It's a matter of the energy you put forth into what you're believe. Like we manifest bullshit all day long. You guys, how many times have you said, oh, I'm so fucked. I'm about to get, okay, let's just say like you, a job, something happens at a job and you're like, oh yeah, I'm fucked. I'm about to get fired. And guess what happens? You get fired, right? You didn't go looking for examples of how you were going to get fired. You had a belief, you knew it was going to happen and it fucking played out just the way you knew it. How many times have you met up with a person and before you met up with that person, you're like, oh, this is going to be a fucking argument. This is going to be a shit show. And it was exactly what you said because you believed it. So what if you took those energies and beliefs and put them into the things you actually want? Before you've been manifesting all willy-nilly, like not even fucking really knowing you had this power. So now we can take it and we can use the power and do something with it. We can do something with it. Circumstances do not be there's something about people attaching to things like oh, I have ADHD, I'm depressed, I've been diagnosed. A doctor is one of your biggest freaking concerns here, because a doctor, well, they have a college degree and they know that I'm falling apart. The fuck they do. That's just your 3D reality, the game giving you a fucking roadblock that you have to figure out how to get over. You get over it by, I don't have depression. My awareness is not on depression. Your awareness is on the other end of it. So our awareness doesn't go here to whatever's happening. It goes outside of that and it sits in the solution, right? And so no matter what's going on in your 3D reality, you sit in the solution. Dude, my dog had an ear infection, bro. My dog had an ear infection. Like straight up, no lie. It's gone. It's just gone. I don't even have to take her to the vet. I knew she was fine. I just lived in the fact that she was fine and she's fine. She doesn't have an ear infection and I didn't take her to the vet. I didn't do anything. I just knew she was okay. And I lived in the fact that she didn't have an ear infection. I swear to you, no lie, it's gone. Like she was itching her ear. She was going crazy. And as soon as I noticed it, I lived in the reality of her ear infection not being there. Like on God, okay, on me, on I am, it is no longer there. She has no ear infection. It's done. I don't know how to explain it, except for to say I lived in the energy of my dog being healthy. It goes like that. Everything outside of you is a reflection of you. Holy fucking shit. Did you literally just put it? Jamie, do you want to know how wild that is? That you put that's an elephant, right? I'm going to explain why that's wild. I got to pause this. I'm going to explain why that's wild. I put it in my own awareness. This is how much I know this shit is real. Just so you know, Jamie, before we started this live, I wrote down, you guys are going to shit yourselves. I was going to place something in y'all's awareness today that you would see in the future, right? What I said was put an elephant into their awareness. Listen to this. Well, today, this is what I wrote down today before I started this live. Put an elephant into their awareness. Could be an elephant video or someone talks about an elephant emoji, or a stuffed animal. And lady just put an elephant in the chat. This is why I know this shit is real, because it proves itself to me on a regular basis. on a fucking, like, Jamie, you just, like, even though I do this, it's still like, I'm just saying, that's wild. So I know this shit. I've got it written down, y'all, right there. Put an elephant into their awareness. No, I know you didn't know, babe. I know you didn't know. It was in my awareness. It was first and foremost here. I wrote it down. I believed I could make it happen. You put it in the chat, and we've had no contact. You guys, I'm not fucking off when I'm talking about this shit. Like, when I saw that, I'm looking at popcorn and an elephant, and I'm going, wait the fuck a minute. It's written on my paper. I wrote it an hour ago. Put an elephant into their awareness. My thing was that I was going to prove to you guys that this stuff works by placing things into your awareness. So forget about this, Jamie, like, love you too, girl. That's just, even I do this, and even, okay. I want you guys to know this shit works. I've got it written down. She put it in the chat. We have not spoken at all. Okay. So, okay. Let me go back. Girl, that's just, okay. What I'm trying to tell you guys is this shit is real. Like, it's real. So when we go to love and romance, like, for people that you want to date, okay, let's say that there's something about yourself that you don't like. When you sit with your awareness on what you don't like about yourself, then you actually put that awareness out to others, and then they will also respond in kind, right? Because everyone is an extension of you. So when it comes down to love, like specific people that you want to date, or love, like just even the type of love or whatever, there's a need for you to remember, I am all that is. I am love. I am always chosen. Like, these things are, I am everyone's top priority. These things are highly important. I love that you did that, Jamie, because you literally just proved my point right here. And by the way, the dinosaur thing popped up for me today too, Valerie. Was it today or was it last night? I think it was last night. Because when I laid down in bed, I was watching something, and ended up having like a dinosaur walking through it. And I was like, oh, okay. But to know that it happens that fast, you guys. No, yes, we haven't even talked. So this was something completely out of the blue. Like, I wrote it down on my paper because what I was going to do at the end of this live is explain, like, tell you guys, okay, so I'm putting an elephant into your awareness. So just know that you'll see, and now you guys will. Okay, so here you go. Just know that you're going to see an elephant besides the one Jamie put here, that you're going to see an elephant in your awareness at some point very soon. That's how powerful we are at manifesting. Girl, listen, I'm telling y'all the shit, and I'm still surprised. It was that fast. I put that shit down on a paper an hour ago, Jamie. 1 hour. So now we can just go. That's how fast manifestation works. Okay. If you believe it. I believed that I could put it into your awareness. But here's the thing. I didn't think about my own awareness. That's another part of this, is not being too attached to the outcome. Even though I'm telling you guys to live in the outcome, I'm saying to not focus on it okay, so what it means is, like, to not focus on it every single moment of every day. Like, all day long, you're focused on. So if I were to sit and focus on an elephant coming into my awareness, right? Like, I'm already living in the outcome of putting that into your awareness. And so I just let it go. And this is how we manifest. We just let it go, and then it goes into the universe. And then you just popped up an hour. I think I put it in at around 4. So about 2 hours ago. So it's like this, you go to the outcome. And for you, Rosie, important, you go to the outcome of you having a place to live, right? You already are in that place. You know, you're getting a place to live. It's going to be affordable, by the way, Rosie. And you're going to love it. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be affordable. This is what you want. This is what you're looking for. So now you put that in the awareness. Now, you know, that's out there in the universe, and you don't focus on how it's going to come through. And don't let the 3D world fuck with you, because it will. It'll go, wait a minute, Jamie, you don't have a place. And just remind yourself then. You don't have to sit and think about it all the time. Just know, have faith, belief and faith. Okay. I believe this shit that much that it's manifesting as we're talking. Okay. So if belief and faith is that powerful, that it can manifest right here in a conversation with something I wrote down an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, it's that powerful. This isn't a joke. This is like real shit. And we've all been fucking off manifesting a bunch of crap we don't want. So now this makes me want to tell you, what do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, what is it that you want? And if you know what you want, put it into your awareness that that's the only option, like not the only option, but yes, no, you want this outcome. This is what I want. Let's say like for Rosie, this is a place to live. The outcome is a place to live. I'm putting that in my awareness, and I'm going to sit it there, and I know that it's going to happen. I believe it. I believe it with all my soul and all my heart. Rosie, if you don't sit and dwell on it every day, well, oh, am I gonna, because every time you go, am I going to, is it going to happen? Am I going to? That's where you second guess yourself. And then when you second guess yourself, you second guess your manifestation, and then it contradicts the shit. Listen, Jamie, you can create the outcome of the trial. You can create it. What would be your perfect outcome? What would be your perfect outcome? And if you can create the outcome of your trial, you don't have to sit and dwell on it every day. Create the outcome, put it out there into the universe, and then but have faith. If you have faith in what I said, take the power back and have faith in what you want. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you believe, because if you believe it, you believe it. So I'm telling you, it's going to happen just the way I said it's going to happen. I promise you, Jamie, it's going to happen just that way. Right. But the stress of it that's the 3D world, Rosie, keeps trying to snatch at you and grab at you. Hey, Amber, we are doing great. Oh, you're going to win. No, Jamie, I already told you were going to win. I know you're going to win. As long as you believe you're going to win, that's a fact. You can manifest for other people, by the way. You can do that. That is possible. But I still feel like the power should be in your hands more than anybody's hands, Jamie. And Rosie, the stress of it wants to nag at you and sit like a fucking monkey on your back. And so now you have it tatted on your body. So now you got to make it manifest in life, right? If that's there, then there must have been a belief that was reality at some point, but you got caught up in the bullshit. Please don't let the 3D reality, make you second guess your manifestation. So today's, for you, Rosie, today, you're going to know. Like I know I'm going to be in an apartment, and you'll be in one very soon. Don't look constantly around your 3D reality for confirmations, because that's also saying that you don't believe you can have it, right? You don't look for confirmations. Don't ever look for confirmations. Believe it, receive it. No, see, Rosie, you're getting stuck in the 3D reality again. You know what you can do? You can manifest getting weed right now, girl. You want it? You can manifest it. Like, I promise you can have it now. Someone's going to listen, Rosie. Here, how about this? Because this sometimes makes it easier for people to believe. How about this? Because this will give you a backup. Will Rosie get weed tonight? Watch. Will Rosie get weed tonight? Will Rosie get weed tonight? That is so funny, because it gave me the nighttime. Oh my God. It gave me the nighttime energy. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yes, you're getting weed tonight. This is even nighttime energy. Like this is giving me someone's going to reach out to you tonight. Like, it'll be dark. I think it might be getting dark now. It'll be dark. Someone's going to reach out to you. Like, it's that simple. So now you know, now just have faith in that. That's why tarot, I think people attach to tarot is because it gives them kind of like a 3D energy of something that they already want, right? Hey, Derek. Listen, Derek, y'all that are just tuning in, Jamie and I think we might have blown each other's minds with this live we got going on here. Y'all, listen. I wish I would have timestamped that shit, because holy hell. I'm telling you guys this shit and still that blew my mind. So remember, I said, don't look for okay. So yes, a rainbow is now going to be, you'll see it, you guys, a rainbow in the next few days. You're going to see a rainbow. It's going to be not here in the chat, but now we're seeing it in the chat. So now you're going to see a rainbow at some point. Either you'll see it in the sky, either someone will text you a rainbow sign, or you'll drive by and see it on like a billboard, or it'll be somewhere in your 3D reality. You're going to see a rainbow. So just know that. And also an elephant. You're going to see an elephant. It could be a stuffed animal elephant. It could be like you watch a show about elephants that you weren't expecting to watch. It just popped up. Or like someone talks about an elephant. It could be anything like that. Suddenly you see a really cute video of elephants, like that kind of thing. But yeah, so this shit works fast, clearly. All right. As long as you don't attach to the negative circumstances outside of yourself. He just said she wants to like me in the AMs. Try to tell you. Y'all, this shit is not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's really fucking shit. It's real. This is not a joke. This is not a test of the emergency broadcast system. Oh, right on, Starlova. Well, it's funny because the reason why it's so shocking is because I had a bunch of stuff I wrote down that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay. And what I wanted to put into your awareness was, I was going to put an elephant at the end of the live. I was going to talk about elephants and put an elephant into your awareness so that you guys would see it at some point in the next few days, right? To prove this shit. So we get on, we're not 15 minutes into the live, and Jamie pops in and literally throws an elephant sign up, and I hadn't said a word about it, but I had written it down an hour before. So this is what I'm talking about. It was like that fast. And I was like, is that an elephant? And it just it even blows my mind. And I talk about this shit all the time. I do this shit and it still blew my mind. So it's talking about believing is seeing, not the other way around. Believing is the first key. It's literally manifesting. It's what you believe. It's all about belief. Derek, love you, adore you. You know that, my little handsome baby. You know that. And you talked about your roommate. So I want to go there with you. I want to talk to you about that, because you can have any single thing you want. If you want women to fall all over your ass, okay, man, I'm not saying that you're like that. You want that, but it would be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice, right? So you have to know it. You have to see the outcome of it. Women fall all over me. By the way, because this is your mantra, Derek. I am Derek. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am always everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. That is Derek. Okay. That is, you are all I am, each and every one of you. So now don't worry about the 3D world and the 3D reality. Your energy at this point, Derek, is the ladies love Derek. Listen, let's find out. If you guys, sometimes I feel like physical examples help you to solidify a belief, right? Because it's about your belief. If you believe that this is not your energy, then you will no, but you know what I'm saying, Derek. This is a belief. You have a belief that somebody else is the hot guy. When I told you, when you first popped in and you put your picture up, I was like, damn, Derek, damn. that a turtle or a dinosaur? Because that was another one. But it's not a mindset. It's a fact. Yes, it's a mindset, but at the end of the day, it's a belief. That person is not cooler than you. Tell me, do ladies love Derek? All you have to do is set your intention, okay? Your belief, your reality. You're bringing your new reality into existence, right? So you live in the outcome. The outcome is that every time you go somewhere, Derek, bitches be falling on you. And I'm not trying to put it disrespectfully, but I'm going to say it just like that. Why are all the ladies attracted to Derek all the time? Oh my God. So you have to put that here, right? You know it. That's the outcome of it. That's the outcome of it. So you can't let your 3D reality in the meantime stop you. You cannot let your 3D reality, say you go out with your homeboy again and you start to see examples of how that's not true. It is true. They're just the 3D reality trying to pop up and bite you in the ass. Okay. No matter what you see, no matter what you fucking see, in your head, you're going, nope, ladies love me. Ladies love me. Ladies are falling all over me trying to get to me. Ladies are falling all over me trying to get to me. And you know what's going to happen? That's exactly what's going to happen. Ladies are going to be, that tower moment is ladies falling all over you. Literally, where you have to run from them because you're like, holy shit, why are these women all chasing me? Like, why are these women all fucking chasing me? Like, it's going to be like this, where you feel like, right there, where you feel like you have to run because so many women are chasing you. Like, this is how you can have it. You can have that. This is what I'm getting for your energy. You can have it. You do have a home. It's not will. It's not will. I get what you're saying, Rosie, and I love you for it. But the point is to live in the now. Okay. So when you put it as like, I will, or down the road, or it's like eventually, these are all things that say you don't have it already. You have to live in the having it. So Rosie's mantra, I have a home. My home is mine. I have a home. This home is mine. I have a home. This home is mine. Okay, Amber, tell me what you're struggling with the most. When we're talking about, if you guys need physical confirmation for what I'm saying, I'm so down for that, because the whole point of being here is to help you guys. And thank you, Derek. I'm just seeing that. Thank you. You are awesome too. Rosie's mantra, I have a home. My home is mine. But specifically, Amber, here's my question, because is it one specific person? Because remember, when I say you have to live in the outcome of having it, if there's one specific person that you want to manifest in your life, that you want them to connect with you, you want them to be committed to you, if that's what you're asking, okay, you have to believe in the outcome of it already. You have to live in the, not, I don't know if it's, I hope, none of that shit. Hope is for beggars, guys. Hope is for beggars. That was a Jim Carrey fucking statement. Okay. I didn't say that shit. Jim Carrey gave that speech to a bunch of college students. And that motherfucker right there, he's the one that manifested $3 million on the day he thought he was going to get it. He wrote himself a check for $3 million and wrote it for a certain time frame. And on the day of the time frame, he got that okay, that $3 million. This motherfucker knows about manifesting. Okay, these are just signs and synchronicities, just like the elephant that popped up in the chat. It's all there. Okay, so you have to live. Here's your first thing, having to live in the energy of already having it. But a physical representation, if you want a specific person, or if you want, you have to live in already having it. I already have. I am in such a great relationship. Not I will, not maybe down the road. I live in a specific, like I am in a specific relationship now as we speak. I feel like how would you be if, think about this. So like let's to all of these examples. How would you feel if you, okay, so like for Rosie, if you already had the place to live, right? If you're already living in it, you wouldn't be worried about living in a place, right? You'd already be in it. So live from that place. You wouldn't be going, oh, am I going to get a place? Because you're already living in it. You're moving in, you're putting your stuff and you're like excited, right? Live from that place. Amber, for you, your love life, you want a great relationship. It's not that you want one. It's, oh, maybe it'll come down the road. It's, I have a great relationship right now with the person who adores me. And how would you live in that place? You wouldn't be looking for it. Looking, oh, is he over here? Is he or she over there? Are they over here? No, you wouldn't. You would already have it and you wouldn't be looking for it, right? So you live in the having it. That's the trick with manifestation. I have it already. So it's like bills, money. It's not, oh, how am I going to pay my light bill? It's, oh, I paid my light bill. I don't even have to worry about that. It's letting the stress go. That's the trick of this reality. Because by the way, this is a fucking video game. I've been trying to tell y'all. This is a video game. The trick to this reality is to live in the outcome. Okay, it's a weird video game. I won't lie, it's weird as fuck. But it is a video game nonetheless. So you live in the already having in order to get. If you live in the lack, you always get lack. If you live in sadness, you always get sadness. If you live in the lack of love, you always get lack of love. If you live in, let's say, craziness, you'll always get craziness. Positive affirmations can help, but Delaney, the trick is I already have what I want. Like you wouldn't look for, you say you got the job you've always wanted. While you're working at that job, would you be looking for the job you always wanted? You wouldn't be like, oh, when am I going to get that job? No, you would already have it, right? So how would you feel in that place? Oh, wow, man, that job is, I love this fucking job. I've always wanted to work here. So it's a matter of letting go of the tension. It's like the tension we hold on to in the process of trying to gain something. There's a need to know you have it. There's a need to just know. Not worry about having it, not worrying about what it's even like, let's say you're worried about losing something, right? It's about living in the already having it and never losing it. Why would you worry about losing something if you know you're never going to lose it, right? You're never going to lose it. Give me for Amber. Hold on. Give me an Amber for love. Okay. I need it probably. How about this? These are not good examples. I need to shuffle. Okay, Amber, give me a positive affirmation, Amber, when it comes to love. Tell me that she's going to be in a positive, solid relationship. Now it's talking about, oh my God, I can't make this shit up. It's talking about figuring out because this is a figuring out energy of what you want and then stop looking for it. Figuring it out and stop looking for it. Because here, guess what? You're not going to be looking for it. And there it is. Or it's like living in the already having it. So you're not this person's not looking around. They're not looking around. And it just pops into their awareness. It's literally like that. Not looking around. So you figure out exactly what you want as far as a partner, right? And you visualize, or you can visualize. You don't have to. All you have to do is have faith and know and believe. All you have to do. Then it's not going to be, it is yours, Delaney. It is. We can't ever think about how things will be in the future. How we have to look at it is how it is. It's right now. It already is. It already is. It already is here. It's not something that you have in the future. It's already permanent, right? You like your job, your casual job, it's already permanent. You're already living in the permanent. Now, like, as long as you look at and make sure because when you manifest this, you want to know what you want, because you're trying to manifest. I'm not trying, you're going to manifest. You need to know exactly what you want to manifest, right? And so the idea is figuring out exactly how you want it to look and then saying, I already have it, and living in the I already have it. Living in the I already have it as if it's already here. Period. Point blank. You're welcome. It's I already have this. Derek, you already have it. Listen, you sell yourself short, but we're not doing that anymore. You already have it. You already have the trust me. First of all, you're going to see an elephant at some point in the next few days, whether it be like, however, and a dinosaur. These are I'm placing these into your awareness. And also there's going to be like I don't know if you go out and drink or you do anything where you like go out and hang out with friends, but there's going to be like a group of women that literally are staring at you, and you know they're staring at you, and probably all of them feels like all of them want to know who you are. I mean, I would literally put this on my life, Derek. I'm not going to tell you some shit that I don't think is real. I will put this on my life. You're going to have this experience and you're going to come back and tell me about it. Amber, you're going to figure out who, like the type of person you want to be with. And suddenly that type of person is going to start to be in your awareness more and more every day. Yeah, I already have exactly hot solstice. I already have that person. I already have a great guy. I have a great relationship. And man, this is amazing. Like we have so much fun together. And then who else? We got Delaney, who's her job is now her permanent job. It's now, she loves her casual job. It's now her permanent job. She already has it. Every single one of you is going to see some type of dinosaur or elephant in your awareness at some point in the next few days. All of it is real as long as you believe it. Amber, it'll be here if you believe it. He's already here. I know you say he's coming, but we need to that's where we need to change our vocabulary. It is here. It's now. He's here. If I read for you this stuff, then I'll tell you like this. It's already here. So just live it and say it as it's already here. Not he's coming, maybe down the road, or it'll happen eventually. It's here. It's in your awareness. Everything I read for you guys is in your awareness now. It is, period. It's not, it's something that is here now. And awareness, like for me, I look at like, I feel like I look at a person, right? And then I read for like a certain time frame or like awareness around it, like it's like a vibration around the person, right? And so when I tell you guys something, if it's in your vibration here, that means it's already here now. It's just, it's going to show up. So it's already in your awareness. It's already in your vibration, or your, like, everybody walks around with their own energy ring. Okay. We all do it. It's in your energy ring. So that means it's here now. Now you just got to meet them, and it's going to happen. It's already here. It's already done. It's done. Let's see. What is, there's got to be some other things I wanted to tell you. Well, there's a lot of things, but I think I got kind of went all over the place. Part of the thing about manifesting is not giving yourself a deadline. That's why deadlines are a problem. You have to live in the already having it, as it, like, not saying I need it by next week, because again, remember the deadline suggests that you don't have it. So we always want to say we live in the, think about this, why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because the rich already live in the energy of being rich. And so they just continue to get rich, right? They don't think about poor. And then the poor people are always thinking about poor and stay in the poor, right? They just do, because they're always thinking. There's very few people that come out of being poor because and those people have already known that they were going to get rich. They knew it. Like, I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm just making my way towards it, but that's part of it, is like not giving yourself a deadline. Don't react to he's here. Exactly. He's here. It's already yours. You already have a badass boyfriend. Like, you're going to probably be married soon. Like, I'm blown away. Like, Amber, I can't wait to meet your dude. You better bring him in this damn chat. And then it's like, don't react to the 3D, because the 3D is going to want to contradict your beliefs or your ideas or your manifestation. The 3D is going to show you, oh, well, you don't have that yet. You're still laying in bed alone. No, I have my person already. Nope, that job is already permanent mine. I don't give a fuck what the 3D world tells you. You always rewrite that shit. And when you catch yourself thinking about what you don't have, check it, flip it. Exactly, Derek, which is going to make me sad, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm glad I can be a matchmaker. Well, I mean, I probably won't be a part of it, and it's going to be all cutesy wootsy in some place, and y'all are going to, I don't fucking know. But anyway, I'm just teasing. 5D, that's right. Well, what is it like? From what I understand it is 4D is our conscious awareness. 3D is our reality. 4D is our conscious awareness. And then 5D is where what we call the father would be. And the father would be, I would say, your higher self. So like conscious awareness would be what's here. It's like, it's weird. It's split. But anyway, we're not going to get into that part. Yes, I would love, because I would like to be, like when you guys get married, Derek, if I don't get a fucking invitation, I'm going to be so pissed off. Love is blind. Oh, Jesus, girl, you better watch out for that one. I mean, unless you, whew. I'm holding you to that. I'm screenshotting that. I'm screenshotting what you just said. I'm screenshotting that shit. And I'm fine. I was going to say I'm flying first class. I'm just kidding. All right. Anything that I missed, I want to make sure. Always keep your awareness on your manifestation. Never, ever, ever like second guess yourself. You guys, you'll see it. You'll start to see it little, but listen, you guys are going to start to see it. Number one, when you see the fucking elephants and you see the dinosaurs, I've been around enough action people the last 10 years. But you are an action people though. You are an action people. Listen, dude, I listen, I know, Derek, that you're going to have like, you won't have a bad bitch. Like I'm just picturing your wedding, and I got to be honest, what I'm seeing in my head is like, oh, I can't wait to be there because that'll be exciting as hell. That's going to be such a beautiful couple and such a beautiful wedding, and it's already here. I already freaking knew. I knew I'm so glad you put that picture up too. You got to show people how freaking awesome you are. And let me tell you something. And there you go. And so there you are. You're already a master manifester. So when you said the other day that everybody likes your homeboy, they only like that dude for a minute. Okay. I'm going to be honest. The vibe I got was that dude was somebody who probably takes over the conversation or is super overly charismatic. And then people just end up being attracted to him. But the truth is, a good woman will like the guy who's not trying to throw himself all over the place. Okay. A good woman wants a good man, and a good man doesn't throw himself all over the place. A good man is respectful and knows how to hold himself, like knows how to carry himself, and doesn't disrespect women. Doesn't, like, I'm telling you, like, that's the vibe I got. There was I watched the First Date show on YouTube all the time, and there was two, they were best friends. They looked very similar too, but the one guy was really outgoing and he was like very charismatic and he took over the conversation. So it was funny because they were sitting together, the two best friends at the bar waiting for their dates, right? The one guy's the date came up first and she was really pretty, and she didn't, they were, it was they were fucking with her and say like the people that ran the restaurant were like, well, we're not sure, we're not going to tell you which one is your date. And she sat down in between them, and she was attracted initially to the guy who was very in your face, very charismatic, wanted to be joking and blah, 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 blah. But when she sat down with the good guy, who by the way was still attractive, she was like, I am so glad. She literally said it on interview. I'm so glad that I got the person that I did. They ended up dating. Like, she was like, he's so sweet. He's so awesome. Like, it took him a minute to come out of his shell, but once he did, we vibed. And I loved that. I thought that was like the perfect explanation or like example of the truth of it. Yeah. And that's not what a good woman wants. That's not what a good woman wants. Stand your ground. Trust me. The next time you go out, I'm telling you, it's going to be like a group of at least 5 or 6 women, because I'm seeing it in my head where you're like out standing at a bar and you're like having a drink. I don't know what you drink, but for some reason I'm seeing like a small cup with like something like whiskey or bourbon or some type of dark liquor Could be on the rocks, but that's not it's not for sure. It's just the way I'm seeing it. And you're standing there, and like all these girls, all these women are over here in the corner, like talking about you. And at first you don't realize that they're actually talking about you, but they will be talking about you, and they're going to walk right over to you. I'm telling you, this is, I know this is going to happen. I'm like, the way I'm seeing it in my head, it's like almost perfectly. You just watch, and then come back into one of my lives and tell me it happened, because I know it's going to happen. I already know. Like, I just, like, these things happen. I get these visions and that shit happens. So yes, what a girl wants. Yes, yes, it was, Valerie. You don't need to compete. That's even sexier than trying to compete. A dude who doesn't compete knows who they are. No woman wants a guy who's got to be flashed. Not personally. Like, for me personally, I don't like a guy who's in my face. I like a guy who's like takes his time. I like a guy who's not like, oh, I'm all of it. I'm not down. Some girls love it. I'm not personally. You just watch. I guarantee you're going to tell me about this in about a week. I feel like it's going to happen in about a week. All right. Is there anything I missed? Just remember, manifesting is simple. Manifesting is simple. It does not have to be difficult. Lots of people tell you to say this mantra 25,000 times. You don't have to do that. You don't. You got to know and believe in your desired outcome. And no matter what the 3D world tells you, you know, I don't give a shit. So, say, okay, go ahead. Hot solstice, tell me, ask me. Everything you keep in your awareness is what's going to happen. Don't attach to negative circumstances. Don't let anybody tell you you're ADHD or depressed. Don't let anybody tell you need medication. Okay, you're giving your power outside of yourself. Thank you, Valerie. Don't give power outside of yourself. You are the power. You already live in the having of it, not the needing of it. The needing of it will continue to make you live in the needing of it. You have it already. The things you identify with, the things you assume, the things you believe will come to pass. You know who my man is in the 5D, but 3D is pretty crazy. And so, hot solstice, we don't attach to the 3D. The 3D is the video game part, right? So think of the 5D as think of the 5D as like the person controlling. So like if it's a video game, right? And let's say you're the avatar that is being played, right? Let's say your higher self is the player of the avatar and they got the controller, right? And so the 3D won't mean shit because you can get cheat codes and all kinds of shit and change everything, right? You already know who your man is. So now you live in the fact that you already have this person. The 3D is going to tell you for a little minute that you don't have it. The 3D is going to say that you don't have it right away, but you have it already because you know it. You believe it. I promise you, hot solstice, you will. This person will reach out to you. This person will come up and talk to you, whatever it is. I don't give a shit what the 3D world tells you. I don't care. 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 Can't tell me shit. I don't care what the 3D world tells you. That is not reality. That's 3D trying to fuck with you. You already know what you want. Believe you have it. You live in the having it. Tell you, even when you see that person out with a girl, that's my man. That's my man. At the end of the day, that's my man. At the end of the day, that's my man. No matter what you find out, that's my man. That's my man. At the end of the day, that's my man. And watch this person be attracted to you like flies to shit. What do we say? What did Derek say? I've learned to act, never react. I love that, Derek, that you just said that. I'm miles better than a few years ago. The reaction, I love that you just said that. Reacting can be like your biggest enemy. Reaction, you have control over how you react to the 3D reality, and reaction can be the biggest freaking enemy. What do you mean a vow of poverty? I need you to explain that to me. Yeah, great chat. Great freaking I love how everybody's interacting, and I love that you guys are actually like I knew like I'm not going to worry about the like what the screen says with the numbers. I know that eventually this is going to catch on. Okay, I see what you're saying. So essentially, it's the same thing. The belief that there, yes, a vow of poverty would be like living in the lack, like that lack mindset. I get it. I get it. It's a mindset of lack of anything, a lack of literally anything. I don't have, my family doesn't love me. You can literally rewrite that shit. You can say you had a mom that never treated you well. You can go in your head and you live in the outcome that mom always reaches out to me all the time. Wow, mom calls me every day. That's amazing. Like my mom calls me. I love hearing from my mom. She calls me every day. And no matter what the 3D world tells you, live in that. My mom calls me every single day, and then you will start to see your mom call you every single day. I wish. Yes, that's all lack. And that's something, it's funny that you say that because that's actually something that I wrote down here. Where the fuck is it? That's like circumstances or beliefs. I can't, I don't, I need. Yes, I have it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what we're talking about. I am, I will. Even not even I will. The only thing I have a problem with the I will is that you're acting as if it's not happened already. And like it's to say the whole thing here with manifesting is to say you already have it. It's mine. I have. I have no matter what. Whatever it is, whatever your desired outcome is. You can literally change people's behaviors. We're jumping timelines here, you guys. This isn't like we're sitting in the same shitty timeline with the same shitty people. You'll be with the same people, but you're in a different. It is retraining the brain, but I feel like when we say retrain the brain, that can be overwhelming to people. It's literally no, but essentially, yes, Jamie, essentially, yes, that's really what it is constantly reminding yourself, I already have that. I already have that. And for who was it? It Delaney that said, or Hot Solstice, who said, but I saw he's got a girlfriend. That's my man. That's my man. That's my man. Watch how things shift. I don't care if you've seen with his girlfriend. That's my man. That is my man. That is my man. And no matter what, I had to throw drama. Yeah, trauma that's a bitch too, because we all have it. Most of us have trauma from obviously from childhood and all that. No matter what though. It is very powerful. So yeah, it's like you always have to kind of check yourself. Like, listen, I used to be the kind of person that the minute I would open my eyes in the morning, I would start worrying about everything that it wasn't working out for me. I worried about everything. And instead of doing that, I've noticed that ever since I started training myself, like just every day I've caught myself in where I'm thinking as soon as I start to go there, I am Kayla. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. And I'll say it while I'm laying in bed before I even get out of bed. I'll start the minute I wake up, I start telling myself that. I thought it would be a lot harder to do. But once I decide, it's the decision to fully go in. It's about deciding to go all in. Yeah, like as soon as you wake up, you're like, oh my God, I owe $5,000 to blah, blah, blah. And I've got to do this. The money will always be there, y'all. I can't pay the money will always be there. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am chosen. You know what I mean? It just, you overwrite those thoughts. You don't even let them finish. You catch them as soon as especially when you're aware, like, because you guys are becoming aware, right? So we're having this conversation. And so now you guys are going to really start to notice your thoughts. It's not even going to be something you have to force. You're going to notice it. You're going to start catching yourself and you're going to start training your brain. I have everything. My one favorite thing is that I have more than enough money. Everything I need and want is always provided. Those are like some of my favorite ones because I've always had a lack mentality when it comes to cash or money. So I've had to, like, I'm not really into manifesting love right now. My big thing is to like, like for me, I just want to like, I feel like love will come later for me. So I'm not really overly worried about that. I'm manifesting. I manifested my fucking dog not having an ear infection anymore. That shit happened like 3 days ago. I thought I was going to have to take her to the doctor, and I manifested that she was already healed. And now I even made a damn vet appointment that I have to cancel because she's fine. I mean, it was weird. It stunk, the whole thing, right? I checked her today. She's fine. She's fine. It's crazy. It's like wild, but this shit is real. It's just really weird. Something that was so simple that I never noticed before, like how powerful our words and our thoughts and what we tell ourselves every day is. And this goes with any single thing. And I wanted like everyone to know, like pets are important because especially because they're an extension of ourselves. Everybody we deal with on a daily is an extension of ourselves, but pets more than anything are like a physical extension of like your own personality. That's why people say, man, your dog looks just like you. It's true. It's because it's an extension of you in an animal form. And if you're okay, like your pet can be okay too. Like I never had to take my dogs to the vet because every time they had an issue, generally they were able to heal themselves. The body is strong. Like with animals, especially because they're more like, they don't have a bunch of toxins and shit in them. Like they're not sitting here vaping and shit. But like, yes, I know this is possible, but even when it happens for me, it's still sometimes like, wow, I did that. It gets exciting because it's like when you start doing it, you start to get empowered. Do it for little things, you guys. If you want to start small, if you feel like the ability for humans to process poison is amazing, right? But the ability for dogs, it's no different because they're an extension of us. We just have to know this. We just have to know it. We have to live in the outcome. Like the world, people like doctors, psychiatrists, all those people, I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it, and I don't give a shit what y'all think. They have gotten rich off of the fact that we've never known our own power. We get these people rich because we don't know our own power. And our power is everything. We are I am. If you're God, let's just say this. If I am is God and you are I am, do you need to go to the doctor because you don't feel well? Like, do you think God is like, man, I better get to the doctor because who knows, it could be bad. That wouldn't happen because God can just God is God, right? So are we. It's no different. Is there anything I'm missing? There was one thing I wanted to say, and then I think I'll just go ahead and end the live. Just think about that. I remember when I was suffering from addiction, and I remember that at one point, this was just me inner dialogue, right? And I remember the download, basically like a download, and it was saying, do you think God would have to worry about detoxing if he got off a dope? And I was like, well, I guess not. Like, this is my inner dialogue. And I was like, well, I guess not. I guess if it were God, he would just get off the dope and it wouldn't even be it would just be like, here I am one day and then I'm different the next. And it made sense to me then. And then I've been clean for damn near, what is like August to, what are we in February already? Like, fuck, 16 months or something like that. Which is nice. I used to think I needed it. That's the power of our minds, though. We are spiritual beings. We literally come here to play. You're welcome, sweetheart. We come here to play a game. I love that. We come here. What's on the phone with my mom? You still reading? What do you want to do, Jamie? Let me use the restroom really quick and I'll be right back. And then we'll do whatever. I'm open for whatever. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so what's going on, Jamie? Listen, if I do readings, I'm going to do them really quickly. I'll just throw a few cards for each person and then we'll get out of here. Because I'm manifesting. Whatever. Actually, no, I love you guys. I'm just going to do it. I am actually going to be back on here. What's it, 7 at 9 to do all these reads. Thank you guys. I'm going to, here, how we'll do this. You're welcome. Here, actually, listen, guys, if you guys can come back at 9 p.m., we'll do reads. I did say tonight I was going to pull a single card for everybody. So that was the plan today, was tonight we'll let me see. Am I going to wait till 9? I'm probably not going to wait till 9. So let me eat dinner and then I'll come back at 8. Well, I wasn't doing what I was doing here was more about you'll have to rewind it to check it out, but I was planning on coming back here. I'll come back at 8. So it's 7 now. I need to go eat. I need to eat some dinner, y'all. And then I'll come back. Yeah, I need to eat, like, more than anything. I'm just hungry. And then I'll come back at 9, or not, I'm sorry, not 9, 8. So in an hour, in 1 hour, I'll be back. If you guys want to pop back on, we'll do reads for everybody. Or I'm not going to do a full read though, you guys, because I'm, of course I'm making money here too. So what I'd like to do is I said I'd pull a single card for everybody, and then get also paid reads and all that good stuff. So that was kind of the plan for today. So I'm glad you guys were here for this. I'm taking an hour break, and then I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all for interacting. You're welcome. I love you too, Valerie. Man, every single time I see a synchronized number, girl, I almost texted you like 80 times today. Oh, I'm glad you guys were here for me, man. It goes both ways. I appreciate you guys as much as you appreciate me. Like, it goes both ways for sure. I love y'all. I will see y'all in an hour. Thank you. 88 times. I swear, right? See? I don't know. I have a thing for 88 though. I say that shit a lot.